Hello everyone and welcome. In this lecture we'll learn about concatenation in DataFrames. We start by importing pandas as PD and import numpy as NP, and from pandas we'll import series and DataFrames. So for concatenating data frame objects, we use a method known as concat method or function. So this concat function or method performs concatenation on data frames. That means union or intersection of two or more data frames. Let's look at an example of how we can do a concatenation of two or more data frames. Let's start by creating a data frame by using pandas data frame method. Let's say pd.dataframe, and then I'll pass a dictionary key and value combo. Let's say A as key 1, and for the values I'll pass a list containing, let's say A0, A1, A2, A3. Let's pass another key and value combo. Let's say for key we pass B, and then for value we'll pass a list containing B0, B1, B2 and B3, B2 and B3. Similarly, let's pass two more keys and value combo. Let's say key as C as key, and for value we'll pass a list containing ABC, a list containing C0, C1, C2 and C3. C0, C1, C2 and C3. Let's add one more key and value combo, D, and for value we'll pass a list containing D0, D1, D2 and D3. Good. Let's save this in a variable called DataFrame1. Okay, let's see what our data frame looks like. So DataFrame1, okay, we have our 4 columns A, B, C and D, and we have index 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and instead of this we could have also passed the optional index argument. We could have stated index and set it to be equal to, let's say 0, 1, 2, 3. In this case it wouldn't make any difference, since by default indexing goes from 0 to 3 in this case. So if I run that again and then call my DataFrame1, I get the same thing. Okay, let's create few more data frames. So I'll copy this and then paste it here. I'll keep the keys as they are. And then for values, let's change this to A4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'll do the same for the B values. So I'll set this to B4, B5, B6, B7. And same thing for the C values. I'll set this to C4, C5, C6, and C7. And similarly, I'll set this to D4, D5, D6, and D7. And I'll add one more data frame. Okay, and then continue with A8, A9, A10, A11, and so on. So to save some time, I'll pause the video and do that. Okay, so I have created 3 more data frames. So second data frame containing values A4 through 7. So, and index I have set it to be equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. And for our third data frame, I continued with 8 through 11. And for our fourth data frame, 12 through 15. And I set the index to be 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now let's see what each of the data frame look like. Let me run the cells. Okay, let's look at our data frames now. So data frame 1, we have that. Data frame 2, we have A, B, C, D, and then index 4, 5, 6, 7. Similarly, we have data frame 3, indexes 8 through 11, and data frame 4, we have indexes 12 through 15. Okay, now what we will do is we'll use the concat method to concatenate our data frames. Let's create a list containing our data frames. For instance, let's say list 1 is equal to data frame 1 and data frame 2. Okay, so we can use pandas concat method to concatenate these two data frames. So pd.concat, then we can simply pass list 1 and run it. So this concat method has concatenated or joined data frames 1 and 2, right? So the first 4 rows, 0, 1, 2, and 3, those are from data frame 1, and the last 4 rows, 4, 5, 6, 7, are from our second data frame, right? If I go back to my second data frame, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the values. Similarly, we can create another list. Let's say list 2, and then we can save our, we can pass our data frames as a list. Data frame 1, data frame 2, data frame 3, and data frame 4. And then if we call the concat method and pass our list to object, we get all these data frames joined together, right? Indexes 0 through 15. So this is how we can use the concat method to concatenate one or more data frame. Let's look at one more example. Let's try to concatenate the first 3 data frames. So we can do that. Let's say list 3, and we'll pass the first 3 data frames, data frame 1, data frame 2, and data frame 3. Then we can say pd.concat. We pass our list 3 object, and we get a concatenation of the first 3 data frames. Great. Thank you everyone, and in the next lecture we'll continue with more on concatenation.